A change in tactics for its targeted individuals and Confederation contactees for the Mathew 2323 system by Lucus, Louize. There are large numbers of Amican operatives on Earth ranging from no less than 500,000 to over 1 million. See Project Terra status report and the archive files, letters to Gabriel Green, 3/28/1997 from the excellent TerraCore files site, and my article Amican Empirical Data Numbers by Lucus, Louize. It's comparable to a pandemic of Amican parasites or infestation. Both the undercover Amicans and Confederation operatives are born here on Earth through, I believe, the use of a soul transfer machine that transfers the soul of the operative into the embryo of the mother at a certain stage of development. And when the operatives are born, they have the knowledge and memory of their mission. When they die, the soul transfer machine is used and transfers the soul into a new body with their memory and personality intact. From what I have experienced, there are entire families of undercover Amicans living here on Earth. From my experience, the undercover Amicans also pretend to be undercover Confederation operatives. This Amican impersonation also happened to Brother Bob when an undercover Amican pretended to be an undercover Alliance operative. See Spurious Contacts Files, Policy Decisions 12/7/1963 from the TerraCore file site. From my experience, I can confirm the theory that Master Kalen Lee Rattan and Brother Bob discussed about the fact that it can't be ruled out that undercover Amican operatives are pretending to be undercover Confederation operatives, giving disinformation and what I have seen trying to turn the contactee against the Confederation in subtle ways. See Questions and Answers 2008 9/7 from the TerraCore files. In fact, a disturbing twist. It appears the Amicans are using my system for anyone to contact undercover Confederation operatives and using it to their advantage by posing as undercover Confederation operatives in order to harass or mislead the contactee and doing their typical parasitic good cop. For example, pretending to be an undercover Confederation operative and bad cop by exposing themselves as Amicans in order to manipulate the contactee through a MTC cycle, manipulate, trap, control. For this reason, I am changing the focus and tactics of my future books and this channel, and I plan to no longer sell my older books because I don't want to put anyone in danger of being manipulated by Amican parasites. This will make the Mathew 2323 system more efficient, especially in the third aspect. However, I have a new system where people will still be able to possibly be in contact with the actual Confederation undercover operatives. However, even if they are in contact with Amicans pretending to be undercover Confederation operatives, it will make little difference because the guidelines put the undercover operatives in a situation where they only serve the contactee if they wish to be in contact with them. This will be discussed later in the article. In order to be more efficient and effective, rather than focusing on meeting undercover Confederation operatives, the new strategy will be on supporting the Confederation in general and more focused on supporting the Alliance and their work within the UAP movement will be the new strategy. People will still be able to possibly contact undercover Confederation operatives, which will be discussed later. I have seen constant results in the past 5 years since 2017 by the Alliance brothers behind the scenes within the UAP movement, and it is highly impressive. If you want a group of friends who are efficient, effective, and don't break promises, the Alliance are the ones to support. In the past 5 years within the UAP movement, results by the Alliance behind the scenes include Congress, NASA, and DoD fully involved in the UAP subject. There's much more to come. I personally know the Alliance brothers are involved with the UAP movement. Here are 5 steps to support the Alliance and real Confederation that anyone can do. In Mathew 23:23, Jesus says, "But you have neglected the more important matters of the law, justice, mercy, and faithfulness." In my view, the Confederation are God's mercy because they help people make it to Confederation world's next life, and they support those who are sincere in teaching the laws of Jesus. The Alliance is God's justice because they are here on earth to remove the Amicans, and the earth people are God's faith because they must rely on God and His servants, and the Confederation and the Alliance. 1. Follow the 4 Gospels of the Christian Bible as recommended by the Alliance. See Archive Files Index of Archaic Communications, Series 3 on God and Religions, and the W56. See Mass Contacts by Brescia. The more people live by morals the best they can in their situation, the more it will make the job a little easier for the Confederation and Alliance. 2. What we think actually has an effect on others, even at a distance. C. Transcendental Meditation Program and Crime Rate Change in a sample of 48 cities. From Journal of Criminal Justice, Volume 4, page 25 to 45, 1981. Sloan T. Letman, M.C. Dilbeck et al., 1981, U.S. Department of Justice, Office of Justice Programs. It's like a natural form of directed energy weapons. Visualize Jesus in front of you, then visualize energy leaving out of your stomach, Proverb 20:27. To Jesus and stay connected with him and pray the Alliance and Confederation are successful. Then visualize the energy leaving out of all undercover Megan operatives' stomachs to Jesus and pray that the Alliance and Confederation are successful. This is forcing the Amigans to subtly, energetically support the Alliance and Confederation, and it really will have a bigger effect because more people are creating the energy intent in service of the Alliance and Confederation. See Mathew 18:20. If you're unsure whether who is an undercover Amigan, make it your intention that Jesus will affect the right ones. Prayer really has an effect. See a randomized controlled trial that affects remote intercessory prayer on outcomes in patients admitted to the coronary care unit by W.S. Harris et al. This real fast. Three. If the Amigans resort to gang stalking or directed energy, use the Mark 11:25-26 system. Forgive the Amigans for putting you in a situation where you are unsure if you are being harassed or not, because the harassment is subtle. Since there is no direct evidence, use it to your advantage. Therefore, do not be paranoid so the Amigans cannot manipulate you, and at the same time don't rule it out, and forgive the Amigans for putting you in a situation where you have to second guess. Then pray for the Alliance and Confederation to be successful, and force the Amigans to send energy to increase the strength of their prayer as well as stated in step 2. This way you gain, and the Amigans lose out every time they harass. When everything your enemy does is to your benefit, you win even if you don't kill them. So use the Amigans by forgiving them for putting you in a situation where you have to second guess if you are being harassed or not, and then your sins will be forgiven. Then do the visualization and pray the Alliance and Confederation continue to be successful, and visualize energy leaving out of undercover Amigan stomachs Jesus, and pray the Confederation and Alliance are successful to increase the strength of the prayer. Never physically take up arms against the Amigans, you will be killed. Leave the physical fighting to the Alliance and Confederation. 4. Practice having a clear mind. 2 Timothy 4:5. So you can be better focused and support the Alliance work in the UFA movement by supporting bipartisan support by supportive politicians working in the UFA movement, as well as supporting credible stations like News Nation, who are supportive of the cause, and also supporting credible scientists and other credible people in favor of the UAP movement. Also support high-quality shows that promote Jesus, like the Chosen series. If you wish to incarnate in Confederation worlds with your memory and personality intact in the next life, try your best to follow the 4 Gospels, Protestant or non-denominational Christian views of the 4 Gospels, and have an attitude of sincere friendship towards the Confederation. The registering discs will read your thoughts, and the Confederation will use the soul transfer machine at the time of your death and transfer your soul into a new body with your memory and personality intact. See Dempsey's Inside the Spaceships, Chapter 11, and Menger's Threads of Lights to You, Chapter 7. The Confederation are not from Venus or any other local planets. That was memory imprinting manipulation by the Amigans against Adamski, Menger, and others. See Spurious Contacts Files on Terror File site. All positive ET... Oh. Oops. All positive ET groups radiate good energy, and we could feel energy even from pictures. However, it could also be imprinting by the Confederation or Amigans. If you wish to potentially contact undercover Confederation operatives, I'd say others. If you wish to potentially contact undercover Confederation operatives, pray you wish to contact them with an attitude of sincere service, and the registering disc will read your thoughts, and they may send an undercover Confederation operative to help you out in life or be your friend. However, they are undercover Amigans trying to hijack the system, and they also have registering discs to read thoughts. So if you wish to contact the real Confederation, here's how, but with a warning they could be undercover Amigan operatives, pretending to be undercover Confederation operatives. How to distinguish between undercover Confederation and Amigan. Undercover Amigans pretend to be undercover Confederation operatives. The undercover Amigans do imprinting to make you think they have good energy, to make you think they are undercover Confederation operatives. Then there are a lot of undercover Amigans because they lack a military to carry out blunt force operations due to the presence of the Confederation and Alliance. So instead, they result in manipulation and have resorted to using many good cop, bad cop tactics to manipulate their target like a parasite trying to manipulate their host. A. They do things to create situations that subtly annoy and emotionally manipulate the contactee, which then the contactee attributes to the Confederation. The Amigans also use imprinting to make you think you are sensing their fake Confederation energy. They have also pretended to be an Earth person and play dumb while doing immoral or subtle things. B. Give incredulous or discrediting information to the contactee, so the contactee discredits the Confederation and the contactee. C. Use religion in cult-like controlling ways. D. Make and break promises which the contactee then attributes the Confederation in order to discredit the Confederation. E. Pressure the contactee to do things they don't want to do. F. Act immoral, emotionally unstable, or be bad examples to discredit the Confederation. G. Act in subtle ways to annoy the contactee in order to make the other undercover Amigans also pretending to be undercover Confederation operatives look better in order to boost their credibility and gain contactees' trust, like a good cop, bad cop. If someone is claiming to do any of these things, they are either lying or an undercover Amigan. Do the Mark 11, 25, 26 system, and if possible, also leave them. If undercover Amigans want to pretend to be undercover Confederation, they must be forced to act by these guidelines by not acting in these ways, and therefore have no choice but to serve the contactee, so the contactee gains whether they are undercover Amigan or Confederation operatives, because the undercover Amigan is trapped in an NPC cycle. Also, please see my article Mathew 23:23 System in more detail by Lucus, Louize, and the Mathew 23:23 System for Targeted Individuals, the third aspect, how to defeat subtle Amigan psychological warfare and gang stalking specifics, by Lucus, Louize, available at scrib.com. For more information about the Alliance, please see Brother Bob's excellent Terror Files site. Permission granted by Brother Bob to share his website link through personal communication with Brother Bob on his now closed Terror Files guest book in 4/21/2018. Okay, thank you. Please have a good day and God bless.